Democrats, we find ourselves in an unsettled world, embroiled in conflict abroad, and facing the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. People who 1 year ago were living the American dream are now unemployed or facing foreclosure. College graduates are struggling to find work, and many of our seniors are looking at retirement with much less security than ever before. I believe that out of this crisis, history will be written, and it will be the Democratic Party that rose to meet the great challenges of our day. 2 days ago, we saw the president here in Green Bay talking about how he plans to finally provide access to health care for every single American. Yesterday, we heard from Governor Doyle, who talked about the difficult decisions he is making, all the while striving to protect the working families of Wisconsin from further harm. We see our legislature working early into the morning, hammering out a tough and responsible budget that protects our priorities and values. We see our leaders in Washington, Herb Kohl and Russ Feingold, standing with Dave Bovee and our entire congressional delegation to pass the Recovery and Reinvestment Act, putting people back to work here in Wisconsin. And while our party is leading, helping working families, and making tough decisions, we see our opponents throwing stones from the sidelines, criticizing, yet offering no alternatives. Let me be clear about this. When it comes to the 2010 election, we have worked too hard, we have come too far, we have accomplished too much to go back to the days of tax breaks for the rich, torturing our prisoners of war, lying about weapons of mass destruction, and discriminating about gays and lesbians. We are not going back. So here's what we're going to do. Starting now, today, we're going to knock on more doors. We're going to raise more money from more people. We're going to make more phone calls. We're going to activate more volunteers than our opponents. And we are going to make sure that everyone, whether you live in Milwaukee, Waukesha, Green Bay, Wausau, or Superior, knows what our leaders are doing to make their lives better. We are going to outwork, outcommunicate, and straight up beat down any Republican who gets in our way. I have news for Scott Walker and Mark Newman. Both of you are retread, failed leaders who don't offer any new ideas or new solutions to the serious problems we face today. And if I have to knock on the door of every voter in Wisconsin myself, I will do that just so everybody knows just how incompetent the both of you are. Yeah!